Evening, everyone. It's Thursday evening at 5:58, and this is your closing comment. And it was an incredibly boring day, unless you happen to be trading the pot stocks. The Dow finished down $7.10. Nasdaq up 53 and a quarter. S&P up 6.5. The Russell, which was the big winner yesterday, up $2.88 or 0.13%. And the transports is not even worth mentioning. On a percentage basis, it was down 8 cents. In late news, we had BCH, which is Bausch Health. It's primarily the eye care division of what was left over at Valeant, which was a dramatically devastating sell-off from about 300. BCH closed today around 30 and a half, but after the close, Carl Icahn came out with a filing. He owns 7.8%, and the stock is 32.52, up 247 or 7.7%. Disney had great numbers. The stock had closed 190.91, up $1.28. Not only did they beat top and bottom line, but the number of paid subscribers to Disney Plus is 94.9 million subs. They weren't planning on having that for about another 2 years, so that's really taken off. The stock, as I said, was just 191 or so. It jumped up to 206 and a quarter. The last on it is 195.17, and that's up 547. We had MasterCard was up today. It and Bank of New York Mellon both said that they were going to be involved with Bitcoin, accepting it, selling it. MasterCard 342.67, up 866 or 2.5%. BK 42.13, up only 39% or about 0.9%. Expedia was a miss, top and bottom line. The stock had closed 149.91, up 101. The earnings came after the close, and after trading down as low as 141.95, it popped back up to 147.01, which was down only 190 or 1.28%. Amicus, the symbol for which is FOLD, F-O-L-D, had what looks like a disappointing result in a phase 3 trial. The stock is trading 15.05, down 368 or 20%. It's a breathing problems medication, and the announcement was not as bad as down 20%, so maybe there's something we're missing. As I mentioned before, the pot stocks were down hard. Tilray, which was up 68% yesterday, was down 49.7% today. 32.16, down 31.75. Apria, 1710, down 915 or 35%, and CGC, which is Canopy Growth, which has the backing, as I mentioned last night and this morning, of Constellation Brands, was down about 22%, 40.80 down 11.37. MJ, which is the ETF for this, had its worst day in history, closed 25.20, down $8.01 or 24% in a day. On the rest of the earnings front, PepsiCo and Uber both down. PepsiCo down 2%, Uber down 4%, and Zillow, which had great earnings and is in the real estate business, closed the day 200, up 29 or 16.8%. One more little piece of news. Kraft Heinz up $1.65 or 5% on the news that they sold their nuts division to Hormel for $3.35 billion. So a decent sale. Hormel was down, so maybe they think they overpaid. Okay, the chart on the screen is something I've never shown you before, but it is kind of interesting. It's cotton, and this was pointed out to me today by our trader, Dennis Marlowe, and he is actually long this. I wanted to give you an idea. This is the weekly for the last 3 years, so we're not talking about a new high here. It is getting kind of close to that. We closed 87.87 today, and this high right here is about 94.82. Let's just go back just a little bit more and see if there's anything higher than that in recent time. Nope, that's about it. In any event, let's go to the daily because I want you to see how nice this move actually is. It's pretty steady. Nothing getting overwhelming, and consolidated down here and then burst up the last couple of days. As I said, closed 87.87 today, and that was up $1.69. But as you can see, the day before yesterday it was 88.32. So that would be another breakout. Pretty darn close. Yesterday was an inside day and finished down a little, $1.95. So we'll see how this one works out. Oil was down 44 cents. The gold was down 15. The platinum was unchanged. And of course, what would a day be without seeing the Bitcoin chart? It was up more than it was down yesterday, I believe. And it made another new high today at, I think it was 49,215 was the new high. And it closed 47,520 and change. Let's open this up a little further. Yep. So it made a new high. Kind of looks a little like the cotton chart. But again, this was in the other high, 48,885, came down yesterday, as I said, down about 2,800, and today was up about 2,400, 2,365. So we're just below that high close of 47,765 with today's 47,525. So we're getting up there, and it looks like we'll have another new high shortly. The dollar was down a little, and the bonds were down about 1/4 point. All right, everyone, I'll be back tomorrow morning for Friday morning. Always a good long weekend. We have President's Day on Monday, so there will be no market on Monday. I'm not sure about the banks or the bonds, but I'll have an answer for that first thing in the morning tomorrow. Oh, one other thing, we had a new issue today, an IPO, Bumble, which is a women's-oriented business, including a dating app. The symbol is BMBL. It was priced at $43, and it opened at 76, traded as high as 79.60, as low as 70 even, closed 70.80 up. The equivalent now, because of the new issue, it shows no comparison, but versus the $43 price, it was up $27.80 or 63%. Have a good one, everyone. I'll be back in the morning.